Well, hello everybody. Once again, welcome back to another episode of World of Tanks with CS. I guess this is going to be another unusual episode we have on here. Not that we have many episodes yet. I realize I have not yet shown a single tier 10 replay or a single medium replay on the channel thus far. And for anybody in the know in regards to the game mechanics and the meta of the game, as well as the culture of the player base, give or take, you probably have figured out by now that, you know, tier 10 medium tank gameplay is really the zenith of the game's experience. You know, perhaps you can say this is like Garden Eden or Elysium or Paradise or Shangri-La. Maybe it's not a rainbow with butterflies, but I can definitely tell you that the skill ceiling in this setup, it's arguably the highest. You know, this is where and when your capacity, your capabilities, and your awareness as a player gets tested to its absolute limit. So let's see what we have here. I decided to take an aggressive position in my T-62A down the south side of El Haluf, while my platoon mate, Melbourne's finest, north once again, decided to do his job as a heavy up at the northwest corner. And this position I'm taking right now is very aggressive, in the sense that simply my location will provide lots of spotting opportunities for my team. Even though my tank is not really set up for spotting, but general performance, as in that, you know, I have a vent, or should I say the ventilation module, instead of coated optics. So my DPM handling gets a boost. Same goes for my mobility, instead of my absolute vision. But still, just given how aggressive the position is, I allow my team to see. As you can see, the turret on the T-62A is fairly reliable, so the enemy T-54 Mod 1, which is a Tier A premium medium tank, really only had a marginal ability to penetrate my turret, or my tank, at all. Well, he kind of have a decent chance against my hull, but consider how agile the T-62A is. He mostly bounced and missed and couldn't do much. And even though the depression on the T-62A is marginal at 5 degrees, given the low profile of your hull and design of the map, I'm able to mostly stay safe against enemy weapons with penetration up to 250 to 300 millimeters, give or take, while slowly spotting and engaging the enemy. Right now, as you can see, I'm loading and shooting high explosive shells against an enemy Grill 15. The reason for that is because the Grill 15 doesn't really have that much armor, and tier 10 high explosives, even from a moderate caliber gun as the 100mm I have here, has absolutely no problem penetrating the enemy. And you might question what is happening when some of my shots aren't doing damage. And the reason behind that is actually because I might have hit some of the modules the enemy had, such as his gun. But once again, you know, when you hit, let's say, his viewport or his gun or his track, you're actually doing valuable module damage against the enemy, as I have spoken of in previous videos. And for a tank that relies on his gun that has excellent handling as well as his camo, I essentially completely invalidate both his advantages, in the sense that, first of all, I'm engaging in a brawl, so there's no camo or vision fight against this guy. And second of all, the module damage that caused to his gun kind of neutralized the benefits his excellent weapons handling has. But unfortunately, at this point, I kind of made a new mistake of misusing my module on fixing my tracks instead of my engine. It was more of a slip of a finger type of situation because my cheapo keyboard. So right now my tank's really struggling. Because you see the T-62A doesn't really have that much engine power. Its agility and maneuverability comes more from the low terrain resistance and as some people will say, quote, Russian bias instead of absolute engine power, as you will see a tank like maybe the E50M or the Centurion Action X or even the T-54 down at Tier 9. But even with a messed up engine, I'm still managing good speed on flat terrain and going downhill. So that's just the nature of the beast. Just how things are. And speaking of which, as you know, as you see earlier in this replay, I actually took a hold down position on a downhill slope, and I shot up the enemy lava or lobe, whether how you like to pronounce it, the Jingo's way or not. In that situation, that was actually the best case scenario for the T-62A because if I was in the Object 430 or Object 140 or a 907 or even a T-22 or quite frankly a 121, all those tanks actually all have a significant turret top weak spot that the enemy Tier 8 heavy with 240mm penetration can go through. But the T-62A's turret actually more or less do not have that much of a weak spot on top at all. So that's how I did it. A moment of silence. Well, I hate to talk over the anthem, or I probably have to send myself to Gulag. You know how that is. But this was a surprise. I got MT15 totally by accident, without any planning at all. Mostly because the enemy Ferdinand, as well as the Grill, kind of kamikaze themselves and got outplayed. Not that I'm always that good. And North did his job and he got 3 kills also, so we have BIA. As you can see, I spotted a good mount, bounced a good mount, and did a good mount. Even though all those numbers are decent but moderately good. It's not like I did like 12k or 10k, but helping your team as spotting and doing your part, providing vision and bouncing, gets you a victory to the end. Or should I say in the end.